All right, so we've seen a lot of them over the years, whether it's on the ice, the court, the diamond, whatever. It happens in every sport. But Ovi showed all of us last night he still got hands, in case you didn't know. Just ask Andrei Svechnikov, who's out for Game 4, literally. Here's Sports Talk.
From WJLA 24/7 News, this is Toyota Sports Talk.
I'm not a big fighter, and he's the same, but he asked me to fight, and I said, let's go, yeah. So maybe a little bit frustrating and a little bit too confident, and again, we just have to forget about it and move forward.
And if you watch the fight, Alex said, look, I'm not sure if you want to do this, but he wanted it. Anyway, hello and welcome to Toyota Sports Talk. I'm Robert Burton. We've seen them throughout the years. Players throw hands when they get fed up. It's part of the game. Who would ever forget Malice in the Palace back in '04, or Ventura when he rushed Nolan Ryan? Maybe with Shaq when he tried to end Brad Miller. I'm sure none of you remember that. It could be Ovi from last night when he dropped Svechnikov after 3 punches. So here's our question of the night. What was your most memorable fight? It could be anything. What will you never forget? I'll never forget Michael Jordan and Reggie Miller. Call us 703-387-1020. Our guest tonight, you can't really call him a guest. Hasn't been on the show though in a while, but he's back.
Why is that?
I don't know. I call you. I text you all the time. ShadowLeague.com, Afro-American newspaper, and the co-host of the Gimme 5 show with Jay Walker. Mark 50 Shades Gray.
What up?
He's in the building, man.
I'm just doing me, man.
Back in the building.
I'm trying to keep up with you. Look at you with the Dan Tanner look.
You know what? I'm evolving, man.
You know, you
ain't been here in a while. I'm evolving.
Yeah, look at you. Suave Bola, my friend. Yes.
You know, I'm just trying to switch it up a little bit.
I see.
You know?
Straight from Central Casting.
So look, man, we're gonna get to that in a little bit. So you go down the list of fights, you know, whether you're talking about Malice in the Palace or when you're talking about Robert Parrish when he had enough of Bill Laimbeer. What fight sticks out to you the most?
That was a hard question when I got it from you guys earlier today, and I had to really brainstorm on it because I was thinking to myself, well, you got to exclude a whole bunch of high school fights that jumped off.
Of course.
And then those of you who went to the HBCU like me, hey.
Yeah. Okay.
But when you start getting into the realm of pro sports, I think Dr. J and Larry Bird was a classic.
That was
a classic, only to be outdone by Rob Dibble and Lou Piniella circa somewhere between 1991 and 1994 when Dibbs was the nasty boy closer for the Cincinnati Reds and Piniella was his manager, and they got it in the locker room.
And you just put me on game to that fight a couple seconds ago.
It was a classic moment. I think it was classic because I mean, how many people have always wanted to just take a shot at their boss?
Yeah, oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just haul off and whack them one. Dibble did it.
Yeah, he did. he did. And he wasn't scared of the repercussions either.
You know, they knew that they had it. You know, Billy Martin and Reggie Jackson would have been a decent fight.
I mean, and going back to Lou was crazy too. Okay, so it's not. I mean, it's not something that we were. So, oh my God, I can't believe Lou did this with his closer. I'm not really shocked about that at all. You know, and I know Lou from his managing days with the Cubs. So that's why I know Lou.
He's a different animal.
He is. He's
a heck of a bench strategy.
Yes, he is. Let's go to the phone lines. People want to weigh in on this. Let's start with Paul, who's in Hyattsville. What's up, Paul?
All right. My most memorable fight is Holyfield and Reddy Bow, where the parachute man came in. That was one of them. But when you talk about the hockey, all of them are great fights because you got to realize you got to withstand your balance. And you on ice.
That is very true.
You're on the ice skates. So not too many people can do that and be able to fight.
Look, man, and you're a talented dude if you can knock somebody out on skates.
Well, let's be real.
Exactly. I agree.
Skates are like Jordans for these guys.
That is true.
Let's be real.
You got a good point. And Paul, thanks for calling, man.
These guys have been skating their whole lives.
That is true. I mean, but still though. To a guy who can't ice skate.
Oh, neither can I.
To a person,
but you know that's negligible. You know, I guess the young Russian kid here found out the hard way.
Sveshnikov.
Yes.
Yeah, he didn't want any of
What
that.
a fight this would be. We find that Ovi has hands and Sveshnikov has no chin. That's like the early days of Mike Tyson Punch-Out when you'd start with whoever that guy was.
Oh, man.
Was that Bald Bull or something?
What was that?
Like
You saw Butterbean? Was Butterbean a character on that?
I think Bald Bull
is that what it was?
The video game version of Butterbean.
That had to be 80s? Late 80s,
yeah,
early 90s?
Man, that was mid 80s. I was in college.
Mike Tyson Punch-Out? Oh,
yeah.
wow. All right, let's go to Marj from Northeast. What's up? You there?
Yeah.
Yeah, what's going on, man?
Kyrie Irving and Dennis Smith Jr.
Oh, wow. I missed that one.
Yeah,
that must have been recent.
Hey, that's
is this Kyrie Irving in Boston and Dennis Smith Jr. in Dallas, or is this Kyrie
Irving from the Celtics and Dennis Smith Jr. from the
Knicks?
Yeah.
So then this happened. This happened not too long ago then, right?
Within the last couple of years?
Okay. Now tell us why that was your favorite one.
Because Kyrie Irving didn't react to Dennis Smith Jr. He just said nothing and shut him down.
You know what? Sometimes the best. What's the word I'm looking for?
That was what Oakley did to Shaq.
Is that what he did?
Yeah. Now remember,
are you talking about when Shaq almost ended Brad Miller?
No.
Okay.
I'm talking about Oakley. I mean, Shaq had a couple run-ins with some people like Brad Miller.
Yeah.
He cleaned the clock of this guard named Alvin Robertson.
I didn't see that.
I
need to see it.
He cleaned it, hit him with a two-piece.
I have not seen that.
He raised up on Oakley and thought the better of it, shall we say. Oak don't care, bro.
Please don't mess with Oak Tree.
Oak don't care.
All right, let's go to Mike, who's in Middletown. Mike, what's up? Mike, you there?
Hey, how you guys? I'm here.
Good. How are you?
Good, buddy. So the one that came to mind for me, this is a funny topic, but the Jason Varitek A-Rod in 2004, I think it was.
I was just looking at that one on YouTube. That was A-Rod rushed the mound, right?
Yeah. Varitek put a glove in his face, and Red Sox started, rallied, won the game, I think, and then went on to win their first World Series in 86 years.
I was just YouTubing, because what I did tonight was I YouTube top fights, sports fights in the history, and you know what came up when Bryce Harper rushed the mound. Threw his helmet. I forgot who he rushed. Threw his helmet. Completely missed the pitcher. Anyway, we got to go to break. Coming up, we're taking more of your calls. 703-387-1020. Question of the night. Your most memorable fight after watching Ovi knock out Sveshnikov. Your most memorable fight in sports history. All right, welcome back. Here with 50 Shades MG in the building. Okay, so our question of the night, most memorable sports fight, especially after watching Ovi just thrash Andrei Sveshnikov. Sveshnikov is out for Game 4 under concussion protocol. And look, let's just be clear, in no way are we condoning violence. But let's be honest at the same time, it is a part of the game. Call us.
Pretty funny, too.
It is at times. 703-387-1020. And look, we never forget these moments. We never forget these moments. I think this is what I was just talking about. No, it's not. It can't be what I'm talking about. Well, okay, my thing was, Papelbon and Bryce Harper. Remember that? How could we forget that when this happened in our own backyard? 6'4" Papelbon said, hey, you better run to first base. You better run up to first base. Bryce doesn't like it. Papelbon says, all right, dude, get choked out then. That's pretty much what happens here.
It's funny, because that was the classic Gen X versus millennial moment.
Is that?
That's what it is, man.
That's what that is.
Look, there are ways I can read it right now. There are ways you can port yourself. You ain't telling me nothing. Respect your elders. You better listen to me, young.
That's pretty much what's going on. That's what's going on right here.
Bama.
All right, let's go. Yeah, basically.
All
right, let's go to Sid, who's in Bristol. Sid, what's up?
Hey, man, how you doing? Mark with the K, Gray with an A. Good to see you again on the air, man.
What's
on
the
TV.
deal, bro? Always a pleasure.
You're looking actually better. I think you've been doing something, some kind of workout or something.
Yeah,
You're looking really good.
I was going to say that too, man.
Yeah, he lost some weight and looks really, really fresh.
I do.
I love it, man.
Yeah.
You know, and replace one meal with a healthy smoothie.
There you go. Before I tell you my fight, I just want to say one thing real quick, that this is a topic probably you guys want to talk about one time, is why they allow fighting in hockey and baseball, but for just taunting in football and basketball, they get teed up and everything and ejected. That's a topic for another day. I don't want to say my opinion on air right now, but anyway. But my fight that I was going to say was, and Mark is old enough to remember, back in the day in the 80s, Manute Bol of the Washington Bullets and Javon Oldham of the Chicago Bulls went at it. And Manute was throwing some haymakers, and he landed some good ones, and he walked away, and then he came back for more, and he landed some good ones. It was great.
Because Bol had the reach.
You know what,
yeah,
man?
Oldham was big, but couldn't get inside, and he just peppered him and then bow.
Anytime I see a big slender man looking dude like Manute Bol coming at me, I'm giving up.
Yeah,
good to see you, man.
All right, hey, thanks
Take
for
care.
calling, Sip. There is no way I want any of that smoke with Manute Bol.
Yeah, Manute Bol was like a walking Zdeno Chara with a stick. And that night, he just used his arm as the stick. It was incredible, man.
Yeah, I just...
You weren't expecting a guy that's slender to be able to had a couple moves and
yeah,
bow.
exactly.
Like, wow.
You don't want that work with a guy who has reach like that.
You don't.
All right, let's go to Richard, who's in Northwest. Richard, what's up?
How y'all doing tonight?
Good, good. How are you?
Good, good. I just wanted to mention one of the worst fights that I saw, due to the fact they kicked the man out the lead for it. And that was Kermit Washington when he broke Rudy's jaw.
Yeah, I remember
Tom
that.
Jonovich. And
He broke his face. Let's be clear about that. He broke his face. That wasn't just the jaw. He could have played with a broken jaw.
Yeah, and you know what? A lot of people don't like to bring that fight up because, you know, Kermit is from the DMV.
Right.
I mean, it's sort of a taboo topic here in the DMV. So that's why people don't want to bring it
Yeah,
up.
I used to play with him and Adrian Danley when we were in elementary school.
Yeah, yeah.
Adrian Danley is the most underrated small forward in the history of the NBA.
You know that. He got stuck when he went to the Lakers because somebody in Detroit didn't want him there.
Well,
undoubtedly one of the best power forwards that ever played the game.
I think he was a 3, and it was ironic that he was killing the Lakers in that first year when they met in the finals, and then
yeah.
You know, Isaiah wanted his boy Mark Aguirre.
Who's from Chicago, by the way, but we won't get into that.
Yeah,
we won't get or played for DePaul, but we won't get into that.
I thought he went to Westinghouse.
Aguirre?
Yeah.
Yes, that's right. So he is from Chicago. Here we go. Back to the Chicago versus DMV. All right, so let's go to Thomas, who's in Silver Spring. Thomas, what's up?
Hey, y'all. How y'all doing?
Good, good. How are you?
All right, man. What comes to mind, the worst NBA fight I ever seen was Ron Artest and Ben Wallace.
Malice in the Palace. That's probably number one.
Yeah, I mean, I think that game was canceled, right? After they got into it, right?
Yeah, they did.
They called the game.
And that was
man. That was crazy. That was real crazy. With the fans, I think a couple of fans got hurt in that game.
Well, yeah, I mean,
well, when you try to when you involve yourself in something like this with 6'7", 6'8", 250 dudes, it's gonna happen.
I forgot.
Exactly.
What was that?
This is 2004.
Oh,
yeah,
I watched this live.
I watched this live from Orlando, preparing to call the Florida Classic.
Woo,
and I remember at that time, you're in Florida, and the big news at that time was the election held hostage. You know what I'm saying? Remember when it was like, that's where we learned the term hanging Chad. So we were trying to dissect hanging Chads, and what a time for a national diversion.
Yeah, exactly, man.
Wow.
I knew it was going to be a problem when Ron Artest started laying on the scores table.
To be consoled, no less, by felonious Chuck Person.
There we go, Chuck Person. Wow.
You know, Chuck Person is facing felony federal charges as part of that Adidas, recruiting scandal.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Yes. Not okay. I was gonna say there's no way he's facing charges from this.
No,
that couldn't happen.
No.
All right, let's go to break. 703-377-1020. Coming up is In Case You Missed It. We're talking Russell Wilson, 140 million.
How about the Instagram look?
With CC?
Player.
Man, Russ is winning.
Playboy.
Russell is winning, man.
Hey, since I'm 50 Shades, Big Shot Bob, you are now central casting anchor. It's a shame. Beautiful wife, tremendous job, and arguably the flyest guy in the game. My man, central casting Robert Burton, doing your thing on Sports Talk.
50 Shades. You know what? Look, I'm honored, but I got to pay homage, man, because I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for cats like you. So no, you the freshest.
It was Jackie Robinson.
Yeah, okay. Then it was you.
Then there was Glenn Harris.
Yes, yes.
You know, and then
the great Glenn.
Yeah. Then somewhere down the line, there's
this is Mark 50 Shades in the building, man.
Yeah.
Central casting.
You know.
Yeah. Shout out to my beautiful wife too. She is a pretty little thing.
She from Central Casting too. Y'all got the
Central casting.
In a minute, y'all have a little bit of a couple of central casting kids.
You know what? Hey, give it about a year, man. All right, so welcome back. It's time now for In Case You Missed It, starting with Russell Wilson. Get your bag, Russ. Okay, highest paid player in the league right now. Just signed an extension with the Seahawks, $140 million over 4 years. And look, I just had a conversation with my news director today. We said, Russ is winning. Married to Sierra, got him a beautiful little kid, man. Nice little stepchild. Russ is the man right now, okay?
And we took RG3.
2012, baby.
And I told y'all on the radio I will bang that monkey for the rest of my life. Nobody wanted to hear me. RG3. Did you see him play?
Yeah, but
Russell's too small. You didn't watch him at NC State when we were ACC marking around there?
That's what it was. It was the height.
You didn't follow him to the Big Ten and see him play? No. So I'm happy for Russ.
Very
great
happy.
Life. He's been on the Gimme 5 show, but
yeah,
Burgundy and Gold fan, remember,
never forget 2012, people.
Seattle gets him and wins the Super Bowl. Wow. We get RG3 and get drama.
Basically, all right. Moving on. What happened to the Warriors last night? I turned the game off after watching that.
Exactly.
Curry has 22. Oh, by the way, look at Russ on the Instagram. Shout out to Russ, man.
Big ups.
Shout out to Russ, man.
He and D Wade are doing it big.
They are.
That's how you do it.
D Wade.
So now you got your role model, Central Casting family.
All right, moving on, man. So I don't know what happened to the Warriors last night. Steph had 22 in the first half. Golden State's up 30 on the Clippers. I checked Twitter this morning and see Lou Williams and Montrezl Harrell talking about, oh, how does it feel to get the win? The series is tied 1-1. What happened? What?
I don't know. I fell asleep.
I did too.
I was like, wait a minute, and because I switched back to the Dodgers game right in time for the walk-off homer last night.
Yeah.
On Jackie Robinson Day, and I was like, I'm finished. Warriors up by 30.
That's it.
Dodgers walk off on Jackie Robinson. Night closed. So obviously they didn't finish. They took their feet off the pedal. And you know something? Great wake-up call for Golden State.
Yeah.
It'll be a sense of reckoning. They'll, hit reset, Control-Alt-Delete.
Okay.
And they may not lose a game the rest of the way in the playoffs.
All right, so this next cat, moving on here, he won $1.2 million because he put $85,000 on Tiger winning the Masters. Here's the catch, all right? You know when people start winning, they start digging up dirt. So this guy's dirt right here, he pled guilty to a couple of domestic abuse charges back in 2009. He also pled guilty to charges 12 times total. What's up with my man? I'm happy for him, the $1.2 million, but he's got the pass. My question, though, is this relevant right now? Is his pass relevant right now?
I mean, it's not like he's an NFL player.
That's what I'm saying, man.
Capital.
I mean, is his pass the whole thing like? Why we have to go to oh, breaking news? This dude has a criminal past.
Yeah, that's why. This is so irrelevant, dude.
Well, we in the age now where if you start winning, they start digging.
Well,
that's what it is, man.
People troll. They have no lives. They just don't want anybody having said. That being said, he is a degenerate loser for putting his hands on a woman.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, dude. Like
never
time's over. I mean, there may be a misunderstanding or something, if you will, but not 12 times,
Hey,
dude.
let's go to break. Coming up, some final thoughts from 50 Shades. We'll be right back after this.
12 times?
All right, less than a minute left in show. You go all right, so number one overall, your most memorable fight, if you got to put it hands down, what would it be?
Does that include boxing matches too?
Nope.
Okay,
We're
so
talking
just
basketball, hockey, baseball, where you're not supposed to be fighting.
Oh, I guess maybe the Red Sox and Yankees melee the year that they won the World Series, and Pedro Martinez threw Don Zimmer.
There you
Classic.
go. Okay. So that beats Papelbon and Bryce Harper.
Oh, yeah.
That beats Dr. J and Larry Bird.
Ooh, they was good punches, but just for the drama and the age thing, and the fact that Zim, stopped, dropped, and rolled, and was back the next day.
50 Shades in the building.